All right. Y'all, I don't know. It's like sleepy juice is around me. We must be in the field of the poppies. Okay. Bad thing about it is the with the discovery of witches left or something. It's like won't survive, or one of them is going to be slain in the field of poppies while somebody is being put to sleep. So somebody could be holding something or holding someone hostage or something like another power, like is in the military and somebody is in the law, or there could be that's in limbo because we're going into a different era. But I was just reading briefly something about I want to know about Zionism in the Bible and how much that is mentioned in the Bible, and is not really mentioned much. But the one thing that stood out to me is it said the law will go out within, it will go out from or go out from within Zion. So somebody try to like gloss that shit over, like, oh, they was talking about the law of Jerusalem or something like this, but then it also said that God's law was the prominent thing. So if a whole bunch of people gather in Zion or Zionism, but the law of God is not there, or the word of God is not there, meaning they were using something in the likeness of the word of God to move something forward. Because I was hearing, like, when I was waking up from my nap, I was hearing something about, it was like a documentary coming on about, in the Aspens or some place or whatever used to be the elites, place to go and play or whatever. I'm like, why do you always keep on trying to blame everything on the elites? Like, it was like because I was getting something like somebody's like, no, they're well dressed, like not well dressed guitar, but like maybe could have some industry in it, music industry, but or that harp industry, because the harp is on the royal coat of arms on Elizabeth's, latched by John the Baptist. But okay, it's almost like nobody will be knowing how to handle if a Christ energy claim to be here and actually survive, or if they tried to crucify Jesus in the person. So nobody knows what to do, so they just go back to square one, so they could get away with judgment, by targeting the person, because Jesus or Christ would have been or Jesus, okay, at the time of the cross would have been a targeted individual, right? Put in jail for no reason because of these people in the crowd that can't even pick up a stone and throw it. They don't even show their face. They hide behind badges and then I was getting, they were well dressed clowns, okay? Because I think it was saying something in the part about Zionism that, um, I'm sorry, y'all. I just woke up and came straight outside. Um, oh, something about enforcing the law of Abraham. But if Abraham is not Abraham, so it's a lot of these people that had this power and these authorities and stuff like this because they were with God, but when they went against God. So now this makes me wonder. We're just gonna pull real quick, but it's making me wonder if the law will go out from Zion and then they try to rise as a nation. But this could mean that God's law they started going after something else after these particular men. I'm getting that they got lawless, okay? That we're probably possibly dealing with lawlessness. All right, we got ruin in reverse. So again, that's why I'm saying like a crucifixion or something didn't work. And it's like, what have Jesus seen how God, the division or something between God and the angels, or these fallen angels and these wicked ones and stuff like this, and then say like, look, I'm not sharing my body. And then they try to use like some other kind of law, military law, or some other kind of law to confiscate these things. It was another term that came. I was like, why is this man so familiar or whatever? He was like a military dude, and they were talking about like something about like confiscate. It was property something. I put the shit on my thing because I couldn't. I wanted to take a picture of this dude and say, "Who the fuck is that?" But I did not take a picture of the dude. But I did write down. I tried to write down real quick in the first place. I'm sleep, but not sleep. And then I just wanted to jot that down so I could look at this word a little bit more. So I caught the word, but I kept a mental note of the face. Then something else came on. And then it was saying something about I don't know. So I like notes. I don't like watching my videos over. These are my notes or whatever. So that's what I was thinking, even when they were saying, "Oh, this is for this much time. This was the playground for the elites." But I'm thinking like, it just, I don't like when people say it's the government all the time because we didn't know exactly what it is, and it's just been some people wearing some costumes or something. Like you wouldn't imagine these people. They know how to really put on a show. This reminded me of, I think it was a Native American man that kept his children hostage, and he kept them locked up in a house, and all they could do was watch movies. Excuse me. They started making like their own home movies now. I think one of these guys was like kind of like a good actor. I wouldn't say that they was all good actors. It just was, they could say word for word every single movie, right? That's kind of how like I used to be with like as a teenager though, with Disney movies, when I used to be at my grandma's house with my auntie Risa, and she'd be babysitting the kids. They'd be watching that shit over and over again. And that's how I fell in love with The Lion King and The Little Mermaid, because whenever that stuff came out, I was too old to be watching it, but I still couldn't be watching that shit all day. And then you can't help it but know every single word to the, you be in there doing dishes like what, saying the quotes to the movie and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Somebody could be using something very crafty. And the thing is, you're not imagining these particular types of people using this thing or using this way. It's like in a movie when somebody like goes into the jail or something and takes the the main security guard and tie him up naked in the closet, take his clothes and put the clothes on, and go in there and act like that's them every day. It's something like this. You know what I'm saying? Like hijacking or something. Okay. So have ruin here. And then we have the sun in reverse, and then the Hierophant. Master of disguise as well. Somebody is a master of disguise. All right. And I don't want to play no games. It's like, you got to straighten yourself up or something like this. We got this Hierophant or this leader here in reverse. This Malcolm X energy. And then we have failure to do something here. All right. So somebody could be trying to make someone into a failure or something, or whatever this is. And we got science in reverse. Or like I said, somebody did something scientifically to somebody and it did not fail. Uh-oh. Okay, these birds getting on my damn nerves. These brown birds, these dusty birds. Let's pull more on that. So science is in reverse. They didn't fail at doing something, or they couldn't get somebody to fail. Somebody did like penetrate somebody with something here. We got the Queen of Swords here is in the upright. So the failure, yeah, that still ain't giving me nothing. This could be also some kind of swift movement, science in reverse, collecting specimens or collecting people or collecting klepto. Stealing, okay? Something and swiftly taking it somewhere, okay? This was a success. One that got whatever this is. I got what you need. What you need? Where your mummy at? Okay, so I don't know. Somebody might want something because it's crazy. And so, and not even in that way. It's just like, get them off the street. Like, Somebody could be doing this. They needed to get a sample of something from you quick somewhere, so they could offer you some kind of right. So this matriarch can stand strong, but now this somebody seen as a dark witch, a high priestess, a wannabe royal. This queen, this matriarch could be seen as a witch, because somebody could have. They're like, say they go up in the, if they go up in somebody's tomb. We seen earlier the tomb came out, and they're like, where is this person? And then they're like, oh, I don't know. And it's like, what the fuck you don't mean? Like, where's this tomb or whatever? Like, motherfucker, this tomb is more important than the living person that's walking out there in the world right now as this person. Like, and then they find out somebody rejuvenated something from the most powerful version of you or me or one of these vassals that's not supposed to be touched from the tree of life. The tree of life could also be a vault or something here where these specimens are held, where people is not supposed to. But now this infectious disease of people has crawled out of tried to crucify, or they blocked out their Christ, or they blocked out God or something and try to do their own thing, or they, they sent away God and then try to do their own thing. And so now they're being denied. But this could be somebody's in your family, or somebody finding out that you are connected to these people. So it's two things: like, you lied, you made me revolt this person, and you share the same DNA markers. It's like somebody's mother not telling that their wife is connected to the family. Oh, we can't play with her because she's a part of something else. But then they run something, they try to get a match for the mother, a kidney or something, or a heart or something, and come to find out everybody was lying, that the wife was a match. And how was the wife a match? Because of something. And then for 20 something years you kept this person out, but when this person needed something, they went behind somebody's back and did something here. All right. Yeah, with this Queen of Swords, the painter, the actual painter or creator of something, they try to act like this person's name, the writings on the wall, superstition. Somebody took your name off the wall, or took your writings off the wall, or rubbed. You know how sometimes you can see like old tombs and old Egyptian stuff, and you be like trying to read it or something, and then you be like, damn, only if I could see what it said right behind that part where they rubbed it off real smooth, where they sawed it down, or where that stuff is missing. Like, damn, I wish I could see what it said on the other side or whatever. This is like a Godhead energy in this deck for me. Failure. This person is not a failure, but again, these people didn't fail to rub this person off of something. Very superstitious. This could also be, who is singing that song? Somebody blind, right? I don't know, damn Ray Charles. Who is the other person? Y'all know who it is, okay? Because I think they usually go right to Ray Charles when we think about a blind person, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Ribbon in the Sky. Okay? Golly. My mind is really blank right now. Activists, and there's some activists or something like this that are in reverse. These activists could be in reverse too. Like, somebody could be thinking like, oh, you're gonna have a plot to go against, Zionism or whatever we're about to do over here. Some people know the people that know who real being persecuted because they know who the real Christ is. Somebody could be like, after 2 years, we're gonna reveal the person. Come on, man. And then somebody looking at this person like, you a damn lie. We were about to kill this person. And so there could be a little, couple veins of people left that know the real deal or something like this. But the larger amount of it, they're gonna blame what you think or what you're saying today and say, yeah, we need to, after they push you to the edge and all they ass about to be dead, something like this. Okay. Images of women, because there wasn't no famous people back then, but old paintings and stuff like this, the women were kind of chubby, they were naked, sitting in these images with their butt out, or they had fruit and stuff around them with abundance, but they had fat rolls, and they'd be turned to the side and you could see the rolls in their back and things like this, and it was seen as beautiful. Okay. Very beautiful, like almost cherubim like women, big fluffy cheeks. I guess both top and bottom, but the girls had stomach in the fat. Okay. Um, I don't know. Somebody might be like, oh, the person is too fat for something, but somebody don't want to change. Or again, somebody might be like, oh, if this person lose this much weight, we can let them in. Like with the military, you got to be like kind of fit. You got to have you got to be starting off with something. You know what I'm saying? Um, Even we'll think do both, because we know we had a lot of people that smoke cigarettes in the military. But it'd probably be better if you don't. You know what I'm saying? So that you can pass the test, or you could be, your agility or your lungs or whatever, right? Or maybe when you go underwater in the Marines or something, you have to hold your breath for a long time. Probably ain't the best thing for somebody that smoke. I don't know. It's something like this here, where I change if not, okay? Also, there's something about heavy weight here. And then the activist is being seen above the person with heavy weight. So the heavyweight person could be somebody that naturally, because of your birthright or your who you are supposed to be able to have some heavy weight. This is your heavy weight. This is like an enemy dragging you around, using you for their benefit, whether you're seen or not. And then they're standing on this power, looking like they're powerful, but it's because you were standing on something in the beginning that belonged to this person. Okay. Because this activist also, their name is not written on this wall, so maybe they're trying to go to the queen version. Yeah, this is like a struggle for power or something here. Okay, so this queen of swords, this person, this is not a failure. Somebody could be trying to see what's the lesser of three evils or something, but we got failure with the queen of swords and the upright, but then the name is not written right or something. And then you got this activist person that might be out there like, your name on, because I'm so tired of people talking about, oh, they doing spell work. Bitch, these people is using some type of legalities or something. Like, call it what it is. Like, you're masturbating and molesting paperwork or things like this. Here to punish nobody for fucking masturbating, playing with your private parts. Babies play with their private parts. Babies start off play. You got to spank the baby hand to stop playing with their private parts when you changing their diaper. So it did. Every single person is a sinner then. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they doing it because they like the way it feels. They're doing it because they like the way it feels. Like, you could try to battle me on it. I raised children. I just I just have. Some babies at a certain age, they can't even keep their diaper on because they keep playing with their private parts. You understand? They don't know what the fuck they're doing like this. I mean, are we supposed to? But this is what we do. Okay. Um. Yeah, we got something about somebody's works is good. Somebody's good as they are or something like this. I don't know. This could also be like somebody's trying to fill you in on, what's to come. Okay. People could have seen you plus size and be very agile or whatever you might want to call it. I know for me, before somebody did whatever they did to me in the past, I feel like somebody took me somewhere to a secret facility. That's what you don't want to be responsible for, but you go, and then I wouldn't even want you doing it because if it's like that, you know what I'm saying? You know how when you go to the fast food restaurant, I'm just doing a rundown right now. We're gonna go back in and do a real reading, but when you go to the restaurant or something, and you're like, oh, well, I ordered this and y'all didn't give it to me or whatever, something like this. And they're like, oh my goodness, whatever. Oh, not saying that somebody that handles the situation like this that can't spit in your food or do something harmful or put your burger on the floor and step on it and put it back in it doesn't, just because they're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Oh my God, let's get that fixed you right away. The person could still be crazy as hell and go do something to your food. But when you in line and you're like, yeah, and you got to come back in and like, yeah, y'all didn't, my fries ain't in here either. And you got to come back around. They're like, oh, here, just give me the bag or whatever or something. And then you're like, oh, wait a minute. I don't even want you to do it no more. Just give me the money back. Cause bitch, you're not about to go doing nothing to my damn food. You get what I'm saying? So there's like